President Bush once looked into the eyes of former KGB official, current Russian autocrat Vladimir Putin. Mr. Bush declared he got a sense of Putin's soul. What, however, does he or anyone see when they stare into the eyes of Vice President Cheney? Nietzsche once wrote, "If you gaze into the abyss gazes also into you." In our third story tonight, a new official White House photo seems to show that when you gaze into the abyss of Cheney's eyes, you see naked chicks. The internets have gone all Tex Avery over this White House photo, a close-up of Cheney's face as he's fly fishing on the Snake River in the state of Idaho. The reflection speculation has it that a comely lass is in the state of undress right there. The White House, it's okay, you can keep looking, don't pretend you don't see her. The White House denies that Cheney's putting out some hot, steamy vice into the vice presidency. We'll tell you what they claim that is in a moment. Here in the interim to assist in our special countdown investigation, MSNBC political analyst Dana Milbank, also national political reporter of the Washington Post, and now doing his impression of the fly from the movie, The Fly. Good evening, Dana.
I only have eyes for you, Keith.
Yeah, I noticed that, and very, very becoming they are. If it's a nude woman in that reflection, not on your glasses, but on his, is that why the vice president fought so hard to keep the identity secret of the members of his energy task force?
Oh, I'm not going to take the bait on that one, Keith. But, you know, the vice president's Secret Service code name is Angler, and so he clearly knows how to work the angles. We also know he's been spending a lot of time in undisclosed locations, so I think we're beginning to get a big picture here.
We ran this photograph through a series of enhancement algorithms to reveal some of the possibilities of what the image might be. I'd like to get your quick responses as we go through these one at a time. Here's the first one. That appears to be the alien from the movie Alien. Your thoughts?
Well, I see faint images of Donald Rumsfeld in that one, actually, Keith.
Okay. Next, please. There we go. Yeah.
Yes. I think that's quite clearly that's Harry Whittington. He last went hunting with the vice president. This was on the fishing trip.
Okay. The next one after that. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this might be, but what do you think of that as the possibility?
Well, we can put two and two together. This was the day that the vice president released his tax forms. There were $2 million in mostly in investment income, so I suspect that was probably the moment during the fishing trip that the accountant took the forms to him.
All right, I promised we would give the official White House explanation. They claim what that actually is just the reflection of Cheney's hand holding his fishing rod, and that the two bulbous objects about where underneath the head, that's actually, you can see, that's the rod, and the fingers and the knuckles are what are shining in the light. So, but this requires this explanation. Is it plausible that a man who smiles so seldom, Dana, would really draw pleasure simply from the act of, painfully capturing and killing harmless, helpless animals?
Well, Keith, I don't fish, so I'm not going to judge how much pleasure the vice president can get from holding his fishing rod. But let's give the vice president's office some credit. After figuring out what to do with this, they finally said that, in fact, they still don't get many requests to go hunting with the vice president. But after this, there's been a sudden spike in the number of people asking to go fishing with the vice president. And
there's no truth that Senator Obama has said that it's not surprising that the vice president got bitter and clings to guns or religion or fishing poles. True?
I don't even think the Reverend Wright has said that.
Dana Milbank of MSNBC and the Washington Post, and yes, we have now developed the situation where the Vice President of the United States is defending himself by explaining that's just an image of him holding his rod. Thank you, Dana. Have a good weekend.
You too.